to me first.
Why would I come to you in matters of staff appointments? If she doesn't concern you, then why would her repositioning? I could see him trying to formulate an appropriate response, and could tell he felt cornered.
I've developed a special connection with Natalie, but I didn't do anything to feel guilty about.
Then you never kissed her? My tears were gone now. My disgust from seeing the two of them together was returning, threatening to boil over. Now he did look guilty.
You've channeled all your grief and energy into replacing Amelia rather than helping her. You're being brainwashed by those so-called doctors and don't even realize it. You no longer value my counsel. You don't even seem to value my company as of late.
So, you've sought out the company of another woman. This is my fault, then. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not blaming anyone. It just happened.
They warned me about you, I snapped. And they were right.
Maybe I should leave too.
I'm so easy to walk away from.
I've been here all these years for you, not all this. For all your political positioning, I never understood why you chose me. I had nothing to offer. I didn't provide any special alliances.
I never worried about you, I said, thinking back to the young man I'd married. You weren't like the others, or so I thought. I suppose if you give anyone enough time and leeway, they'll eventually betray you. He shook his head somberly.
Then you'll know how I'll feel if you decide to go through with this desecration of an experiment.
It's already done, I said flatly. I sat up straight and looked him square in the eyes. His face drained of all color as he stood there with an unspoken question lingering on his lips. Then he crossed the room in a few long strides and slapped me across the face.
I will never forgive you for this, he cried.
My cheek exploded with pain, but the ensuing taste of blood was the trigger, forcing me off the edge of the bed to lunge at him. I clawed at his face in a feral rage as he fought to contain my onslaught. He soon had me by both wrists.
You're insane,
he said, his breathing heavy, red ribbons dripping down both cheeks. I spat at him, speckling his face in more blood. And you disgust me! He pushed me aside and I fell to the floor, collapsing hard on my ass. He lightly dabbed at his open wounds and gazed upon his bloody fingertips.
It's clear I'm no longer needed here,
he said and stormed off to the ensuite. The water from the faucet sounded. He was going to leave me. I wanted him to leave. I could no longer look at him. But what would he do when he was gone? Would he try to take Amelia from me? Would he try to turn the kingdom against me? He was well loved by the people of Westeria. I think they loved me more because of him. I thought about how I would stop him, but also didn't want him to stay. I didn't want him to ever touch me again. I frantically paced the room, swallowing the blood pooling in my mouth. How do we resolve this? What can I say to him that would keep between us my decision to move forward with cloning Amelia? I paced by the hearth, my eyes landing on the fire iron perched to the side of the bricks. The faucet water in the washroom was turned off. My heart raced as I considered my options. If the king walked out of our bedchamber door, then I had no control over what he'd decide to do next. That is not an option. Without a second thought, I snatched the fire iron from its stand and stalked toward the washroom. He came through the door and never saw the iron swinging toward his head until it was about to make contact. The shock of the incoming blow registered on his face for a split second, before his body crumpled to the floor with a loud crack and more blood. A lot of blood, soaking into the cream-colored carpet. I dropped the fire iron beside the king's twitching body, only then feeling the full weight of what I...